It is Wednesday, March 4th, 2020, and you are tuned into DIRTRACKR Daily. I'm Justin Fiedler. I know I've been talking about this a lot. I feel like I've mentioned this several times through the shows here lately, but this just feels like a weird season, and I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but it's like we started out, we have this, this kind of, rush of races to start the season in Florida, Lucas late models, World of Outlaws late models, Super DIRTRACKR Series, USAC stuff, all of this stuff going on, over this kind of 2 or 3 week period in Florida. And then it's like, it just seems like there's just nothing going on. I feel like it's a little bit of the nature of the beast in terms of weather and schedules and things like that. And obviously, you can't start racing in some of these places in February and March because it's just too cold and the weather's not good enough. But I feel like maybe part of that is just the fact that the World of Outlaws sprint cars have been off. It's so strange to have, over a month in between World of Outlaws races. In the past, we haven't had that because they leave Florida and then, there's maybe a week or something like that. But then, then you might get some Texas races in before you go to Vegas and then off to California. But that West Coast California swing has gotten pushed back, I think, in hopes that there will be a little bit better weather and not lose so many of those races to rain. And then also with the way the NASCAR schedule changed this year, there was no Vegas World of Outlaws race out there. And so you have this, this 4 or 5 week break after DIRTRACKR Nationals. And it's very strange to see there not being more racing. And I know we've had, we're kind of getting ramped up. There's more stuff going on. And, you saw that last weekend, ASCS and some of the late model stuff going on. And there'll be more of that this weekend. More of the, there's 3 ASCS shows and World of Outlaws late models are back and there's some more local stuff going on. So it's obviously ramping back up, and the closer we get to April, looking at some of the schedules, once you kind of get, later in March and then into April, everything really kind of jumps off, and then we'll have a lot more racing to talk about. Which I am looking forward to, and I would imagine most other people are looking forward to as well. I feel like we have, we're so lucky kind of through the summertime and all this type of stuff and then into the fall that there's so much racing going on. And then when we have like these periods where we get like this taste of things in Florida and what we can look forward to for the season, and then it kind of goes away, it's like, well, hey man, wait a minute. It almost feels like we've had a little bit of a second off season here, short off season, which has been very strange. But kind of going on for the rest of the week, Thursday, Friday shows for DIRTRACKR. I will definitely take a look at some of those other races and preview some of that other stuff that's coming this weekend. Like I mentioned, ASCS sprint cars back in action. I think Lincoln has another race. Port Royal, I think, is getting started back up again with sprint cars up in Pennsylvania. So be a lot of stuff to talk about here in the next couple of days leading into the weekend, and we'll take a look at all of those schedules tomorrow and Friday and get you prepared for the weekend and where you can watch and where you can go and all of that. Taking a look at a couple of the news items from yesterday. Matt Sheppard announced he's going to run weekly on Saturdays at Orange County Fair Speedway. Matt Sheppard, one of the big block modified drivers in the Northeast, and one of the top guys, if not arguably the top guy up there. His usual racetrack has been Land of Legends there in Canandaigua, but making the move to Orange County Fair Speedway this season. He's still going to run Outlaw Speedway on Friday nights. Sheppard told Mike Mallett and Dirt Track Digest that he likes the changes they've made to Orange County Fair Speedway to the surface and the weekly purse and championship fund at Orange County Fair Speedway that they're offering this season. That is appealing to him. So he finished second last year in the Super DIRTRACKR Series points to Matt Williamson. He had 8 series wins. If you'd like to check out more of that conversation between Sheppard and Mike Mallett, you can visit DIRTRACKDigest.com. The Super DIRTRACKR Series starts back up on April 11th at Can-Am Speedway. They did run at DIRTRACKR Nationals, but those were no points, so they were just kind of like exhibition races. So their points and their actual season will start up April 11th there at Can-Am. The USAC CRA Sprint Cars opened their season this weekend, Friday and Saturday at Canyon Speedway Park. It's been busy at Canyon. The ASCS Sprint Cars there this last weekend. They've already had some USAC Sprint Car stuff, and we'll have more coming up. Open practice Thursday night for the USAC Sprint Cars. Damian Gardner has won 7 straight CRA championships dating back to 2013. That's pretty impressive. He also has 3 wins at Canyon Speedway Park in the past. This race weekend is also part of the USAC Southwest Sprint Cars season. Easy for me to say. The Southwest Sprint Cars opened their season a few weeks ago at Canyon. Jake Swanson won both of those nights. He is also the current Southwest Sprint Car Series points leader. If you cannot attend, you can check out all of that action on Flow Racing. They will have live coverage both days, Friday and Saturday. Staying with USAC, the Shamrock Classic is this weekend for the USAC Midgets. Following the 2 opening rounds of the season in Florida, Chris Wyndham leads the series points over Tyler Courtney, Kevin Thomas Jr., Buddy Kofoid, and Tanner Thorson. Tanner Thorson and Chris Wyndham won those 2 features in Florida at Bubba Raceway Park. The Shamrock Classic is an event that's been going on since 2016 there at the Indoor Center in DuQuoin. 2016 winner was Shane Golubic, 2017 winner Justin Grant, 2018 winner Logan Seavey, and 2019 winner Cannon McIntosh. The event is show-up points only. I've mentioned that before. A little bit different format for the Shamrock Classic than the standard USAC Midget format. Standard USAC Midget format, is your normal qualifying and then line up heat races by qualifying. And this is a draw for heat race starting positions and then passing points at the Shamrock Classic. So a little bit different format, which is why they're going to give only show-up points at this event. If you listen to the Rip the Fence episode with Dave Sharpley, they were talking about this event a little bit there, and talking about guys like Tyler Courtney missing the feature there. So a lot of things can happen, and as small as that racetrack is, a lot of things can happen very quickly there. So I think it'll be a very entertaining week at the Shamrock Classic. I want to take a look at the entry list. They put out kind of a preliminary entry list. 40 cars so far on this list, and it's who's who of midget racing. I want to kind of run down the list here so you can kind of get an idea of who's going to be there. But the 40 cars at the Shamrock Classic: Thomas Chandler, Mark Chisholm, Jake Newman, Robert Dalby, Justin Grant, Kevin Thomas Jr., Anthony Nicholson, Tyler Courtney, Ronnie Gardner, Kyle Jones, Dazen Persley, Derek Hagar, Michael Klein, Kendall Rubel, Austin Yarborough, Tanner Thorson, Gage Rucker, Brady Bacon, Ace McCarthy, David Boudris, Tanner Carrick, Tyler Robbins, Cole Bodine, Oliver Ackard, Sean Robbins, Riley Kreisel, Buddy Kofoid, Zeb Wise, Robert Bell, Kenan McIntosh, Sam Johnson, Donnie Gentry, Andrew Laser, Tyler Nelson, Chris Wyndham, Andy Bishop, Tyler Thomas, Craig Oakes, and Chris Andrews, the 40 cars who are so far on the entry list. Probably might see a few more additions to that before the weekend, but like I said, who's who of midget racing going to be there. It's going to be some tough competition. If you cannot be at DuQuoin, you can also watch these live online at flowracing.com. I actually bought a Flow subscription this year. A lot of good stuff going on over there between the USAC stuff and IRA sprint cars and all-star sprint cars. There's going to be a lot of stuff to watch on Flow Racing this season. If you're looking for another podcast to listen to today, Wing Nation has Matt Covington and Dylan Cisney. Matt Covington won the ASCS opener last Friday night. He's going to be a contender for that ASCS championship. And then Dylan Cisney won Sunday at Lincoln. It was his first 410 win at Lincoln. So check that out. If you're looking for that, you can find that at dirttracker.com/podcasts or over at wingnation.com. Lots of cool things at wingnation.com. They also have a pay-per-view schedule over there. If you're over there as well and looking for something, make sure to check that out. And they also have their MAV TV shows, and they've been doing some longer form podcasts. So lots of cool stuff at Wing Nation. A lot of good work that those guys are doing over there. Nothing on the pay-per-view schedule today. A lot of that stuff will get kicked back off again starting Friday, and we will obviously talk about that, like I mentioned before, in the next 2 days before the weekend. And then, obviously as we go on, there'll be more and more of that to talk about as well. No changes here the last couple of days to Dirt Tracker. Been busy with some other stuff. Lots of picker things going on and World Racing Group stuff to do. We keep talking about this with the Dirt Vision stuff, but a lot of Dirt Vision things are coming, and there's a lot of work that's been going on kind of behind the scenes to get some of that stuff done. We mentioned that on Open Red last week. So stay patient with some of that Dirt Vision stuff. You can find DIRTRACKR Daily on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, or where you get podcasts. Please subscribe, leave me a review, and tell your friends. You can also watch the show on YouTube and Facebook. I've gotten some questions again about Google. The show is on Google Play Music. Not sure yet about Google Podcasts. I can't actually add it myself to Google Podcasts. They kind of have to add you on their own. So if you're looking for it there and it's not there, that is why. But plenty of other places to check it out. You can also find DIRTRACKR Daily at dirttracker.com/daily. All of the episodes are listed out there, plus links to all the places you can find it and subscribe as well. If you'd like to follow along with Dirt Tracker, you can do it at facebook.com/DirtTracker. I also post the show here. Twitter.com/DirtTracker and the website dirttracker.com. You can follow me on Twitter at Justin_Fiedler, and you can sign up for the Dirt Tracker weekly newsletter. I will send that out. I've been doing it Mondays, so if you'd like to check that out, go ahead and do that. Thanks for tuning in. I will see everybody tomorrow on Dirt Tracker Daily.